Coming up, this is a live look at the water over at the Harlingen-Wilson Sports Complex. There's not many fish in there right now. What the city is doing to help increase the chances of you reeling in a fish.
Plus, kids across the valley are out for Christmas break. That means families will be hitting the skies and the roads. We're checking in on local road conditions and checking to see if there are any delays at our local airports.
Well, conditions for your Friday are a little bit cooler than yesterday, but how long will these cool temperatures last as we head into the weekend? We'll have an update. Channel 5 News at 5 starts right now.
Live from the Valley's News Channel, this is Channel 5 News at 5.
If you fish at the Wilson Sports Complex, changes are happening now that could improve your chances of reeling one in. A new effort by the city will help people fish there for years to come. Thank you so much for joining us at 5. I'm Javier Guerra.
And I'm Sarah Cervera. Christine has the day off. Channel 5's Karen Lucero is live at the Wilson Sports Complex. Karen, the city is putting something new in the water. How is it going to help increase the number of fish?
Sarah, Javier, conservation is the focus. This is a go-to spot for many fishermen, and the city wants to keep it that way. I'm going to ask my photographer to give you a look at this lake. The camera probably is not catching it, but there are new additions to this lake. The city added a fish habitat. They will be providing hiding spots so fish can grow and repopulate. Crews installed 2 types of habitats. Some are catfish spawning boxes, so the catfish have a safe place to lay eggs. We're told the others are almost like wooden homes. They were placed in the middle and around the edges of the lake. They will offer protection for predators for smaller fish like bluegill and tilapia. The goal for Parks and Rec is to increase the overall fish population, and all the work comes at no cost to people who live here. Everything is fully funded through a grant from the Texas Parks and Wildlife.
The goal there was to locate a lake that met their requirements. They had certain requirements that they were looking at, and Wilson Sports Complex met their requirements with width, depth, location, and also the types of fish that are in this lake.
With these structures in place, Parks and Wildlife officials will continue to monitor the amount of fish in the lake and add fish as needed. These fish houses are not the only new addition to this lake. City officials are also working to fix a declining fish population problem. We spoke to a man who says he used to come here. He even called it a popular spot. Hear from him coming up at 6. Live in Harlingen, Karen Lucero, Channel 5 News.
All right, Karen, thank you so much. Well, you are taking a live look at the beautiful Friday afternoon skies in Weslaco. And as mentioned earlier, many of the kiddos are already out for winter break.
They are, but the big question here is if it's going to feel like winter anytime soon. Let's bring in the expert, First Warn 5 meteorologist Brianna Medina. Brianna, when are we going to see those cool temperatures?
Well, we're technically seeing them right now. I know it's not as cold as a lot of people would hope for, especially since Christmas is literally around the corner, but this is as close as winter as we're going to get here in the Rio Grande Valley. So a cold front tracked through early this morning, dropping our temperatures by a couple degrees, and I mean a couple degrees. So right now, within our temperature change for the last 24 hours, we are seeing anywhere from 7 to 10 degrees cooler. And as we head into the overnight hours, expect those morning lows to drop into the upper 50s, and we're going to have mostly clear skies. However, we could see some areas of patchy fog develop once again for early Saturday, and unfortunately conditions are going to get warmer. This is the only day where temperatures are going to be on the cooler side, so enjoy it while it lasts. Do all those Christmas activities today, because tomorrow is not really going to feel like Christmas. We'll take a closer look and track it all out during your First Warn 5 weather forecast in just a couple minutes.
More infrastructure projects are coming to Cameron County. The county judge made that announcement during the annual State of the County address. He says in the past years, the county has seen over 10,000 jobs created and more on the way, which means more homes and businesses. The judge says that brings more demand for stronger infrastructure, including flood prevention.
We're trying to address drainage. We're trying to address a water issue. That's in coordination with our neighbors, both in the other counties and in those entities that are charged with handling water and the utility companies.
Another project the county is focused on is the new highway. It'll connect South Padre to Edinburgh.
A new park is coming soon to Palmview at the intersection of Goodwin and Marla Drive. The site sits next to Flores Elementary School. Now, the park will be an all-inclusive space to include children with special needs. Palmview's mayor says the park will be a safer environment for all kiddos.
The equipment will be heat resistant, and it will include paddings as well in case a special needs child, in case they have an accident, they won't, break an arm or a leg. We also know that the rides and the contraptions that are a part of this playset will be inclusive for all kids.
The price tag for the project, $1.2 million. Nearly half is paid for through a grant.
Now, First Warn 5 traffic.
Hey Valley, happy Friday. We finally made it to the weekend and a lot of us are on holiday vacation already, and it kind of shows within our traffic because we're starting to have a lot of slowdowns. Maybe a lot of people are planning on heading out of town or doing those last minute Christmas shopping, and most of those slowdowns are happening within Interstate 2. So here's one in the Far McAllen area. Traffic is running about 20 to 25 miles per hour, and getting a close look at one of our live text.cams overlooking US 83 and North Business Highway 83. Traffic is running a little bit slower than average, but again, it's not at a complete halt, so just give yourself some extra time before heading out the door. But here's a closer look at more live text.cams across the valley. So traffic has definitely picked up, and that's because we're not at rush hour just yet. But if you see anything out there like an accident that you want to report, go ahead and give us a call at 956-968-5555.
Coming up, the roads and skies are going to be busy this weekend. Millions are expected to travel for the holidays. A look at local flight schedules coming up.
And Mission FD implementing a new program, how it'll help provide advanced life support.
You're watching the Valley's News Channel with Christine Galvan, Javier Guerra, First Warn 5 Chief Meteorologist Tim Smith. This is Channel 5 News at 5. The traffic report is supported by J. Gonzalez Injury Attorneys.
We're challenging the standard of what comes standard. With the next generation GMC Terrain Elevation. What we choose to challenge, we challenge completely. Get this low mileage lease on this 2026 GMC Terrain Elevation for around $279 per month. Plus current eligible lessees get $1,000 additional lease cash.
Shop the year-end closeout at Bert Ogden Buick GMC and drive a brand new Sierra for just $139 a month or save $13,000. That's right, $139 per month or $13,000 off. Now at Bert Ogden Buick GMC in Edinburgh.
Dale gas.
Texas Tops is your go-to destination for all things overlanding. We offer a wide range of top-quality overlanding gear and accessories. Experience the freedom of the open road.
Don't get caught trick naked.
Let our team build your dream.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford Crew Final Days.
Initiate Final Days protocol.
And just announced Final Days bonus cash. That's 1,000 bonus cash back, and that's on top of other offers.
Hurry! Built Ford tough trucks are moving fast. Ford SUV is almost gone. Built Wild Bronco family, adventure is selling quick.
Get 1,000 Final Days bonus cash back on top of 0% limited term APR financing, 0 down and 0 payments for up to 90 days on select 2025 Ford vehicles.
La dama de los choques, la abogada de los choques. Si te chocan en tu coche, llama de día o de noche.
After the accident that left her injured, Veronica's bills started piling up. And with insurance adjusters knocking at the door, Veronica begs the question.
Can anyone help me?
Leo Wise es la dama de los choques. Call 956 Abogada.
Llama de día o de noche.
New episodes every week.
Charge ahead, roads are calling.
Hybrid power, snow is falling.
It's electrifying.
What the season can bring.
driving in a Honda Wonderland.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda Wonderland of your own with a great offer on an electrifying new Honda. Hurry into your local Honda dealer and experience the wonder of Happy Honda Days today.
Welcome back. With Christmas less than a week away, many of us are busy packing to go visit family and friends. Weather conditions in some parts of the country are putting a damper on some travel plans. It comes as more than 40 million people are expected to hit the skies. The FAA says it's so busy right now that they're planning to possibly use military airspace if needed.
There's a lot of coordination and collaboration with our airport and our airline partners to make sure that we all have our plans to execute.
And when it comes to the roads, more than 109 million people are expected to drive to their Christmas destinations.
And Sarah, we know that several people, of course, as we talked about, will be traveling for their Christmas destinations today and into the weekend. So we have to check on that airport traffic with First Warn 5 meteorologist Brianna Medina. And Brianna, how are things looking like right now, and especially on the roads too? Because we know that the roads are going to be pretty packed. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. We're starting to see that already for this Friday afternoon, but conditions should be clearing up within the next 30 minutes to an hour, so just pack your patience. But as far as those airport times, well, there is a small delay within Dallas Love Airport, and it's just a couple of minutes, but still, that could determine a lot of things, especially if you have a connecting flight or if you are having other plans for this evening. So just make sure to check within your airlines to see if there's any additional changes or delays, because again, there's going to be a lot of traffic within these next couple days just because of the holidays. Sarah?
And just a reminder, a no refusal campaign is in effect in all 4 Valley counties right now. If you're pulled over on suspicion of driving drunk and you refuse a breathalyzer test, a judge can issue a warrant for your blood. Local law enforcement agencies are also teaming up with L&F distributors. You can scan this QR code on your screen to get $10 off your next Uber ride. It's only valid on weekends during this no refusal campaign. The campaign runs through January 2nd.
Well, still ahead at 5, Mission FD is implementing a new program, how it'll help save more lives.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend.
So happy together.
And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Get 0% financing on all 2026 1500 pickups. Or get a $6,350 total value on this Silverado. Plus, Texas residents can get an additional $3,000 bonus cash.
Shop Fiesta Chevrolet during our biggest sale of the year and drive a Silverado with $13,000 off or $199 a month. That's right, $13,000 off or $199 a month.
Take advantage of huge year-end savings here at Fiesta Chevrolet, Edinburgh. Dolly Goss.
And he's going off the top rope.
Uh-oh, now we're in trouble.
Not if I can help it.
At Mott's Building Materials, we have a great selection of doors and replacement parts and the service to make sure you get what you need. So if you need it quick,
I'm home. I missed you so much.
Are you two staying out of trouble?
Always. Let me help you.
relax. With Mott's, you got this.
Get this exceptional lease offer on this 2025 Cadillac Lyriq. Visit your local Cadillac dealer today.
Elevate your drive with electric luxury that dares to stand apart. Experience the new Cadillac Optiq, now just $319 per month. This is where legends are made and what they drive. Bird Ogden Cadillac in Edinburgh.
In the Valley, your commercial roof takes a beating 365 days a year.
Don't wait. Call Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing to get your commercial building prepared to handle our Texas weather.
Call or visit us at ChamberlainLTD.com today.
Shop the year-end closeout now at Bird Ogden VinFast in Harlingen. Lease an all-electric VF8 with 2 industry-leading warranties for just $239 a month. Only at Bird Ogden VinFast. Drive the future today.
First Warn 5 weather is supported by DHR Health.
Welcome back. Mission firefighters will soon have access to new equipment to better serve the community. Starting January the 1st, all Mission fire engines will have advanced life support. That means firefighters can provide life-saving medical care the moment they arrive on scene.
Establish a vital signs, make sure the patient is stable. If the patient is not stable, introduce life-saving interventions with our advanced life support, which will include our heart monitoring, some medications that are needed for the patient, and we will have some oxygen.
Well, Mission Fire says the change could cut advanced medical care response times in half. The department has spent the past year implementing the program and training firefighters.
Now, First Warn 5 weather with meteorologist Brianna Medina.
Hey, good afternoon, Valley. Happy Friday. So conditions are very pleasant and a little bit cooler than yesterday, and that's all thanks to that cold front that passed through early today, filtering in that cooler and drier air. So if you stepped outside, you stepped into much less humid conditions, and with those temperatures a little bit cool. However, these next couple days, well, the humidity will return and our temperatures will start to increase once again, and that's all because of our winds returning into that east-southeasterly direction. But our winds for right now are still a little bit on the calmer side, anywhere from 4 to 10, 11 miles per hour. But tomorrow, that's when our winds will start to pick up and return into that southerly direction, filtering in that surface level moisture. But tonight, overnight, expect pretty pleasant, a little bit on the cooler side temperatures. Most of us will have morning lows dropping into the mid and upper 50s, except for a few spots just along the coast, including South Padre Island, Port Isabel, and Brownsville. They'll be within the mid to upper 60s, but still pretty pleasant overall. However, we could see some areas of patchy fog develop as well. So if you have an early start for Saturday, make sure to give yourself some extra time before heading out the door. But like I said, the warmth continues for the weekend as we see those temperatures climb into the mid and upper 80s already. So the high tomorrow for Brownsville is going to be 84, Harlingen 85, McAllen 86, 87, and Rio Grande City 87 as well, under mostly sunny skies. So that's also going to be a factor as to how we're going to be warming up. We're going to have a good amount of sunshine, which is going to keep those temperatures a little bit on the warmer side, and that's going to continue for these next couple of days according to the Climate Prediction Center's outlook for the next 6 to 10 days. So that's going to be December 25th or Christmas Day all the way through December 29th. Most of us across the country, not just the Rio Grande Valley, will be experiencing slightly above average temperatures for this time of year. So the normal high for us is 70 degrees, but the weekend will be in the 80s, and the normal low is 49, but will be in the upper 60s. So that's a big change. And Sunday, that's technically the first day of winter, but it's not going to feel that way because look at the high, 87 degrees under mostly sunny skies. And then temperatures in the 80s will continue even for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. However, we could see some stray showers for Monday, but conditions will be mostly dry for these next couple of days. And that has been your First Warn 5 weather forecast.
All right, Brianna, thank you so much. A stage 4 cancer survivor speaking out after being released from an ICE detention center. The woman says she was detained for 9 days at 2 different places. Laura Acevedo reports.
Everything was fine until we came to the interview.
Like many others in San Diego, Mariana Flores showed up on December 2nd for her green card interview downtown. Her adult son is a U.S. citizen and had petitioned her to become a legal permanent resident. ICE detained Mariana at the end of her interview.
In that moment, my whole life just turned upside down.
The mother of 3 says ICE told her they had a warrant. She never saw it. She tells me she has no criminal record and has never been deported. She was brought to the country from Mexico nearly 40 years ago as a 4-year-old. While detained, Mariana spent time both in the federal building basement and at Otay Mesa.
The living conditions are horrible. They treat us like criminals.
Mariana describes being called names in Spanish, fed food with mold, and denied access to medication she takes every day. She says other women were threatened with pepper spray and not given medical attention until it was an emergency.
I asked for help because I am a cancer survivor, and I asked them to please help me get my medication. She told me, "Why didn't you bring your medication?" I honestly told her I didn't think that I was gonna get arrested on my interview.
With the help of an attorney, Mariana was released on bond after 9 days in detention. She was fitted with an ankle monitor she has to wear at all times.
It's just sad overall.
I reached out to Immigration Services, ICE, and CoreCivic about Mariana's claims. CoreCivic operates the detention center. They told me they can't comment on a specific person's case because of medical privacy laws, but say safety, health, and well-being of people in their care is, quote, top priority. USCIS says they can detain people for things like having outstanding warrants, removal orders, or having committed fraud, crimes, or other immigration law violations. We're still working with ICE to find out more details about Mariana's case and why she was detained in the first place.
That was Laura Acevedo reporting.
Coming up, with kids home for the holiday break, it can be a fun time but stressful time for some parents.
I'm overwhelmed at the idea of realizing I have to get some work done still, but also entertain my kids.
The tips from experts on how to set expectations during the winter break.
Design you feel in every detail. Technology as innovative as it is effortless. These are luxuries you don't have to wait for. This is Buick now. Buick, exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR and no monthly payments until next year on these 2025 Buick models. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get up to $3,000 allowance on Encore GX.
Celebrate the season with the latest Equinox at Bird Ogden Chevrolet. Save $5,000 off or $179 a month. That's right, $5,000 off or $179 a month with more than 120 to choose from at Bird Ogden Chevrolet in Mission.
Dale gas!
When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road that you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low but the debts are high, you want to smile but you have to sigh, when care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit.
The weather may be cooling down, but the holiday love celebration is just heating up. Drive a C300 sedan with all the jingle bells and whistles for $726 a month. Just like the season, these offers are fleeting. Hurry in to Mercedes-Benz of Harlingen.
You've built your business. Now let us help you protect it. Since 1935, the McAfee Agency has helped businesses in the Rio Grande Valley and surrounding areas get the coverages they need. At the McAfee Agency, our mission is to help our clients find the right insurance coverage. We specialize in all types of commercial insurance coverages and contract surety bonds. Call us today so we can tailor an insurance protection program that's right for you. We're the McAfee Agency. Always here, always growing, always accessible.
Raw power when you need it. Spacious premium interior for that custom fit. And world-class safety features for what's most important. Elevate your standard in a new Genesis GV80 for 0.99% APR at Genesis of Harlingen.
Thanks for staying with us. With Christmas less than a week away, lots of us are planning to see family and friends. While fun, it could also mean more exposure to germs and illnesses. Experts say it's important to get the flu vaccine around this time. Many schools across the U.S. are seeing less kids show up to class because of a new flu strain. Experts say the new strain is better at evading immunity from the current vaccine, but getting kids vaccinated lowers your chances of being hospitalized for the flu.
That being said, data from the UK shows us that the vaccine can decrease hospitalizations in kids by about 70 to 75%, in adults by about 30 to 40%.
When it comes to protecting yourself, doctors have some reminders. Make sure to wash your hands and wipe down surfaces. That includes your phone. You'll be less likely to pass illnesses onto more vulnerable people like the elderly.
With kids on holiday break, keeping your daily routine can be tough. A fun time together can quickly turn overwhelming if you're trying to get work done. One therapist says it's okay to acknowledge your mixed feelings and keep in mind that others in your home might be feeling the same way.
You might have one kid who's really excited for the break and others who are kind of bummed. They maybe are missing their friends or some routine that they usually enjoy, and that's all okay.
Experts suggest setting expectations early. It can make sure that everyone's on the same page, so that includes bedtimes, meal times, and chores. And try to balance out structure with spontaneity.
A lot of times our brains kind of think in terms of all or nothing, black or white, but we don't want it to be either super rigid and very, very structured or a free-for-all. Neither extreme is great for us, and especially not great for kids.
Setting screen time expectations with your kids is also important. It can help prevent problems later on. And a reminder, it's okay if your kids are bored.
Up next, we're checking in with our Pump Patrol team for a look at fuel prices across the valley. $2.22 was yesterday's best price. We'll see if we can beat that.
After a crash, but especially after an 18-wheeler crash, people are getting taken advantage of.
We are helping people take their power back. That's the intention behind the work.
So dial 77
so
and
take your power back.
With T you get a no-fee guarantee, where you will win or you don't pay a fee. So dial the 7. You heard it from T. Be a hero for all your family. Put your hands up. Fist in the air.
Toyotathon is on right here at Burdon Toyota in Harlingen. Come in today and get a 2025 Tacoma for just $97 a month or 3.99% APR. That's right, just $97 a month or 3.99 APR. Only at your Burdon Toyota in Harlingen. Dale gas.
If you're not regularly treating your septic tank, you're risking a backup and significant repairs. Use Rid-X once a month. Simply add and flush to reduce monthly waste buildup by up to 20% and help prevent backups. Try Rid-X.
The all-new Mazda CX-30, now for just $199 per month. That's right, $199. Or make no payments for 90 days with over 20 to choose from. We shop the competition so you don't have to when you shop from Burt Ogden Mazda in Edinburgh.
It's only a slice. It's only made possible by Spectrum, connecting businesses of all sizes, like small businesses, instantly serving up orders and inventory on the Spectrum Fiber broadband network, and factories, seamlessly connecting to farmers in the field with tailored solutions that always deliver. It's only a slice. It's only everything. Get your business free fiber-powered internet forever. Call to find out how.
My name is Blanca and I'm from Edinburgh. The free oil change for life and the Nana's lifetime warranty. I think it's a very good thing. Why? Because it saves you money. If I ever had to buy another vehicle, I would definitely go back to Charlie Clark Nissan, especially because of the treatment. My name is Blanca and I am Charlie Clark Nissan. Órale!
También hablamos inglés. Dame chanza, móchate. Si no hacemos lo que prometemos. Órale!
Richard Lipsy with Burt Ogden Harlingen Hyundai back again with another amazing offer.
For only $349 a month, this Hyundai Santa Fe can be yours. That's right, just $349 a month lease.
Only at Burt Ogden, only in Harlingen. Dale gas.
Time now for Pump Patrol. Viewer Kim Cruz found gas for $2.22 a gallon at the Stripes in Los Fresnos.
And viewer Robert Jurado found gas for $2.21 in Edinburgh on Trenton and Jackson. Let's see if our in-house team can beat that.
Hello everybody, this is news photographer Liliana Perez. Today I am in Westaco, right off of Airport Drive and the Frontage Road, where you can find a gallon of gas for $2.25.
Hey everyone, news photographer Kevin Tippins here. I'm here on Sam Houston Boulevard and Frontage Road, where gas here at Valero in San Benito is $2.27.
Hey Valley, this is news photographer Ramiro Castro Jr. out here at this Wendy's corner of Expressway 83 and Mile 2 in Mercedes, where your gas is $2.79 a gallon.
Well, the best price, $221 in Edinburgh. The closest one, I have to say, was Kelwyn.
Yeah.
Kind of close, you know,
Very close.
blocking out the high prices with those glasses.
Oh, that's so true. Love those sunglasses.
Yes. You're going to need those sunglasses for these next couple days because we're going to have a lot of sunshine, which is going to help keep those temperatures on the warmer side. We'll return in the 80s for tomorrow and Sunday. And look at that. Sunday is the first day of winter, but the high is going to be 87, and overnight temperatures will only drop into the upper 60s, and we'll stay in the 80s for several days, which means Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Sorry, guys.
I heard you sigh, Javi. I feel that
know,
too.
all of us.
I wanted a cool Christmas, but
we're used to it. All right, that's going to do it for us. We'll see you later.
more local headlines coming up.
The Beach Camera is sponsored by the South Padre Island Convention and Visitors Bureau. Closed captioning brought to you by Channel 5 and Clark Chevrolet McAllen.
When you're hit by an 18-wheeler or commercial